this one already, but I'm going to go ahead and give it a rundown. This is my Foundry bulwark. It's on the P17 launcher. I've got the Rock and Roll, the Eagle Bear, which I also sometimes use, the Lady Death, the Chatterbox, and the Bullet King. The mask is Catharsis mask, and running a 4-piece bulwark with the shield carrier. Is maxed out armor, got hazard protection, skill haste. Talent is the process refinery, increases makeshift repairs speed from 15 seconds to 10 seconds. Got the body armor that's pretty much maxed out except for my skill duration. Got the holster. It's the Anvil tool belt. It's maxed out with armor, but I've got to work on the explosive resistance on it. But it does pretty good. The hammer guard's knee pads. It's full rolled with armor regen. And that is with the Stinger I have and the Crusader ballistic shield. Here's the True Patriot build. The True Patriot build is on excuse me, is on the grenade launcher with the invisible hand. I've got the Eagle Bear on this one also. I've got three-piece True Patriot, but running with the Ninja Bike Messenger backpack, which gives the fourth talent for the True Patriot. The 4 pieces gives red, white, and blue. Every 2 seconds, enemies receive a stacking debuff of red, white, or blue, and blue. Full flag enemies that die while under this effect. All 3 debuffs create a 5-meter explosion, dealing damage equal to their total health and armor. And it also gives a really nice 4th of July. It's a 4th of July type thing. It gives like the 4th of July explosions. It's got total armor, headshot damage, and armor on kill. The gloves is full rolled armor with armor regen. See the knee pad, the holster is almost full road armor. I need to work on that with hazard protection. And then the 2-piece, technically 3-piece, of the Uzina Getica has got full road armor and hazard protection with explosive resistance. It does have an empty gear mod slot that I need to put something in there with the talent of the Perfect Spotter. And the knee pads is also Uzina Getica, or Uzina Getica, however you want to pronounce it. These have 5% total armor, armor on kill, and hazard protection. The knee pads is full rolled armor, skill haste, and status effects. And that is coupled with the scanner pulse and the artillery turret. Here we have the aces and eights. It's on the gunner build. I've got the Mantis as my primary sniper weapon, and running with my secondary of the Relic. The Relic has perfect determined, which when you kill with a headshot, the next shot landed on any enemy will be a guaranteed critical headshot. So whether you shoot them in the toe, leg, arm, hand, chest, it would give it like as if you shot them in the head, as a headshot. Okay, now from there, I've got the 3-piece of aces and eights. This is a ballistic vest. The 4 pieces, technically, with the Ninja Bike backpack, gives the dead man's hand. Flip a card when landing shots with a marksman rifle. After 5 cards are flipped, the damage of your next shot is amplified by 30%. So you got 4 of a kind, 4 shots, full house 3 shots, aces and eights 2 shots, and flip an additional card for headshots. It is rolled full road weapon damage and armor regen with a headshot damage that I've got to work on. The talent is no limit, increases dead man's hand damage bonus from 30% to 50%. And I've got the aces and eights holster. It has weapon damage and headshot damage. And the knee pads that has weapon damage and armor regen, coupled with the 2-piece, technically 3-piece of the Habsburg Guard gloves with 15% headshot damage, marksman rifle damage, and status effects. Of course, I got to work on the armor and the explosive resistance, but also has a 10% hazard protection. That's also with the Habsburg Guard mask. It's full rolled armor, hazard protection, health, and critical hit chance. This is the survivor build. It is done on the crossbow with the SOCOM MK16 fully rolled, and that is running with the chatterbox. Got the Ninja Bike backpack, the 3-piece tip of the spear, which gives a 10% signature weapon damage and 10% weapon damage. The 4 pieces gives aggressive recon. Core attribute is weapon damage with critical hit chance. I'm sorry about that. Okay, and let's see. It's got specialized destruction, requires aggressive recon. I might have to change this up a bit. But this has got full weapon damage, critical hit damage, and I throw in an extra mod of another set of critical hit damage. And then the holster is the Lily holster system, also tip of the spear. It's got weapon damage, and I've got to work on the critical hit damage. With the 2-piece Fox's Prayer fully rolled, and the mask of Overlord Armaments, the Dead Stick Protection Mask replica. It's got 10% rifle damage, 20% accuracy with 10% weapon handling. Of course, it's got the weapon damage, critical hit damage, skill damage, and skill haste. I've got some work to do on this build here. And that's with the defender drone and the assault turret. I've got the Firewall build that's using the Jetstream flamethrower. I'm using the Pyromaniac and the SOCOM M1A that's fully rolled with the talent of Ignited. Deals 20% weapon damage to burning enemies. After 4 kills, applies burning to the next enemy you hit. Also using the Ninja Bike backpack on this with the Usina Getica mask. It's almost full rolled. I've got to work on the armor, health, and armor on kill, but full rolled for hazard protection. And we'll go over to the gloves. That's full armor regen, and got to work on the skill damage. With the 3-piece, technically 4-piece, of the Future Initiative, it gives 30% repair skills, 15% skill haste, and 30% skill duration. With the 4 pieces of ground control, increases you and your allies' total weapon damage, weapon and skill damage by 15% when at full armor. When you repair an ally, you and your allies within 5 meters of you are also repaired for 60% of that amount. Still got to work on bringing up the armor regen and the bleed resistance. The tactical support superiority is the talent. Increases ground control damage bonus from 15 to 25%. And that's the body armor, the holster, I've got to re-roll the repair skills on this, and then the knee pads, which is full road armor regen. I've got the Hunter's Fury. My Hunter's Fury is also on the crossbow, using the rock and roll, which is fully rolled with the talent of perfectly extra, 50% magazine capacity. And the Chatterbox gives the talent of incessant chatter. When you reload, rate of fire is increased by 20% for each enemy within 15 meters. And kills refill 50% of your magazine. The Chatterbox is good when you want to do a speed run for the leagues. The Chatterbox is what you'll want to use, because you don't have to, as long as you are killing your enemies, you don't have to stop and go to the reload boxes. And this is with the 4-piece Hunter's Fury. It gives 15% shotgun damage, 15% SMG damage, 20% health on, or 20% armor on kill, and 100% health on kill. The 4 pieces gives you the Apex Predator. Enemies within 15 meters receive a debuff, amplifying your weapon damage against them by 20%. Killing a debuffed enemy with your weapon disorients other enemies within 5 meters and amplifies weapon damage by 5% for 10 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. Weapon damage, hazard protection is completely rolled, and critical hit damage Overwhelming Force is the talent. It increases the radius of disorient on apex predator kills from 5 meters to 10 meters. That's the 4-piece tip of the spear, or 4-piece Hunter's Fury. That's the body armor. It's got weapon damage, weapon handling, and critical hit damage. The holster is full road for weapon damage and critical hit chance. The knee pads is full road for weapon damage, and then also has critical hit chance. And then for the gloves is the Balestone Armory, which gives 1% armor regen. It's got armor and critical hit damage, full road with almost full road repair skills. And that is coupled with the drone and the Stinger Hive. We got the Hot Shot Sniper build. It's on the Barrett. It's on the 50 cal. I've got the Relic and the Mantis, and then using a 2-piece, using the Ninja Bike backpack, using the 2-piece Habsburg Guard, which gives 15% headshot damage, marksman rifle damage, and status effects. Got full rolled armor and hazard protection with health and critical hit chance. That's 2-piece, the mask and body armor. Body armor is full rolled armor, critical hit chance, and skill haste with the critical hit damage. The talent is perfect trauma, applies bleed to any enemy hit in the head, cooldown 20 seconds. Also applies bleed to any enemy hit in the chest, cooldown of 20 seconds. With the 3-piece, technically 4-piece, of the Hot Shot gloves, gives 30% marksman rifle damage, 30% weapon handling, and 30% headshot damage. The 4-piece gives the headache, the full headshot with a marksman rifle will increase the next headshot by 20%. Second consecutive headshot with marksman rifle gives 10% armor. If it full armor, it will give bonus armor max of 50% of current armor value. Third consecutive headshot will refill the magazine. From the 4th headshot, forward agents will get all 3 bonuses for each consecutive headshot kill. Missing a headshot will reset the cycle. And it's got a full rolled weapon damage and headshot damage. And then the knee pads. Knee pads are full rolled weapon damage and headshot damage. And the holster is almost full rolled weapon damage with full rolled headshot damage. That with the assault turret and the striker drone. Got the Heartbreaker Technician. That's on the PO-17 launcher. Is a signature weapon. Puts out 2.5 million damage. It's guided missiles. So I've got this with the Kingbreaker. That's fully rolled. Assault rifle damage, health damage, and damage to targets out of cover. The talent is perfect flatline, amplifies weapon damage by 20% to pulsed enemies. After 2 kills, applies pulse to the next enemy you hit. That is also coupled with the Bullet King, the fully rolled LMG damage to targets out of cover, and critical hit damage. The talent on the Bullet King is bullet heck. Excuse me. This weapon never needs to be reloaded. For every 100 bullets that hit an enemy, replenish some ammo to you and your allies' reserves. That's with the Ninja Bike backpack. The technically 4-piece Heartbreaker. Gives 15% assault rifle damage, 15% LMG damage, 15% weapon handling, and the 4 pieces gives the Heart Stopper, which the headshots apply pulse for 5 seconds. Weapon hits on pulsed enemies add a stack of 1% bonus armor and 1% weapon damage to pulsed enemies, up to a max of 50 stacks. 2 stacks are lost each second. Has a fully rolled armor, and of course, I've got to do some work on the critical hit chance and repair skills. Then the holster has got full armor and full status effects. The knee pads got almost full armor and full armor regen. That is with the contractor's gloves of Petrov Defense Group. Technically has the 3-piece with the Ninja Bike backpack. It gives the LMG damage, weapon handling, and ammo capacity. I've got the weapon damage, fully rolled damage to armor, and headshot damage. And the body armor is almost completely full rolled of weapon damage, critical hit damage, weapon handling, and an extra attribute of critical hit damage. The talent is Overwatch. After staying in cover for 10 seconds, increases you and your allies' total weapon and skill damage by 12%, as long as you remain in cover or in a cover-to-cover move. And that is with the Crusader Ballistic Shield and the Stinger Hive. Yeah, excuse me. Here we have the Hunter Technician is on the rocket launcher with the rock and roll and the chatterbox. With the Ninja Bike backpack, I've got the 3-piece Hunter's Fury. Completely rolled. The mask. Just got to work on the health and add the gear mod slot. The knee pads. The fully rolled weapon damage. You got to work on the critical hit chance. That is coupled with the Ninja Bike backpack. That's basically a 4-piece, and then technically a 3-piece firm handshake of Sokolov Concern. That gives SMG damage of 10%, critical hit chance, and critical hit damage. with the fully rolled weapon damage, status effects, and critical hit damage. And the body armor of Sokolov Concern is total weapon damage, critical hit damage, headshot damage, and critical hit chance. That is coupled with the assault turret and the striker drone. Now I have the assault striker, which is built on the gunner specialization with the shield splinter fully rolled. Talent is perfect optimist. Weapon damage is increased by 4% for every 10% ammo missing from the magazine. And secondary is the Bullet King, fully rolled. I've got the Ninja Bike backpack with the 3-piece of Petrov defense. This is the mask. Gives 10% LMG, 10% weapon handling, and 20% ammo capacity. It's got full rolled weapon damage and almost full rolled critical hit chance and skill damage with a gear mod slot that I need to fill up. That's the mask and the body armor. They have also Petrov defense. We got weapon damage, critical hit damage, weapon handling, and another slot for critical hit damage I've got in there. The talent is Overwatch. After staying in cover for 10 seconds, it increases you and your allies' total weapon and skill damage by 12%. As long as you remain in cover or in a cover-to-cover move. That is coupled with the 3-piece striker. Gives 15% weapon handling, 15% rate of fire, and the 4 pieces, technically with the Ninja Bike backpack, gives the striker's gamble. Weapon hits increase total weapon damage by 0.65%, stacking up to 100 times. 1 stacks lost per second between 0 to 50 stacks. 2 stacks lost per second between 50 to 100 stacks. The core attribute is total rolled weapon damage with status effects. That's the gloves. The knee pads is total weapon damage and critical hit damage. The holster is weapon damage and full status effects. With the turret and the Banshee pulse. This is my League speedrun build. It's on the gunner specialization, using the rock and roll and the chatterbox, and sometimes I'll switch between the Eagle Bearer, Lady Death, and and sometimes I'll use the Bullet King on it. That is with the Ninja Bike backpack, the 3-piece Hunter's Fury. Gives 15% shotgun damage, 15% SMG damage, 20% armor on kill, and 100% health on kill. Apex Predator enemies within 15 meters receive a debuff. amplifying your weapon damage against them by 20%, killing a debuffed enemy with your weapon disorients other enemies within 5 meters, and amplifies weapon damage by 5% for 10 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. We've got completely rolled weapon damage with health, and I've got a gear mod slot that I need to fill in right there. Is with the holster. There's rolled weapon damage and critical hit chance. And the knee pads is fully rolled weapon damage, and we've got critical hit chance that I've got to work on. That's with the 2-piece gloves and body armor of Yuzina Getica Theodora grips. 5% total armor, 10% armor on kill, and 10% hazard protection. It's full rolled armor and armor regen with a skill damage. The body armor is full rolled armor and hazard protection with explosive resistance and blind deaf resistance. The talent is perfect spotter. Amplifies total weapon and skill damage by 20% to pulsed enemies. And that is with the Banshee Pulse and the Striker Drum. And then the Cavalier Sniper. I have the Cavalier Sniper. It's on the 50 cal specialization. I've got the relic. I've got the relic with the perfect determined. After killing an enemy with a headshot, the next shot landed on any enemy will be a guaranteed critical headshot. I've got that with the St. Elmo's engine. It's full road assault rifle damage and health damage, and I've got to work on the swap speed, or I might just change that out to something else. The talent is Actum Est. Shooting an enemy with this weapon will give 1 stack. At 100 stacks, the next magazine filled with shock ammo. It's got the St. Elmo's engine optic with 20% critical hit damage. The magazine, 30 extra rounds, 20% weapon handling, and 20% critical hit chance, which is pretty good. It's a good rifle there. It's with the 3-piece, technically 4-piece with the Ninja Bike backpack. But the Cavalier mask is 30% hazard protection, 40% repair skills, and the 4-piece of charging for each second spent out of cover during combat. Agent will get 5% reduced incoming skill damage, max of 50%. Charged, while fully charged, gain immunity to any movement speed debuff, and share this with all the agents' hazard protection and the incoming skill damage reduction with all allies for 10 seconds. After charge is consumed, charging buff will resume if still in combat and out of cover. It's got full road armor with armor regen and a gear mod slot that I need to fill right there. That is with the Cavalier gloves. It's full road armor and critical hit damage. And knee pads full road armor and explosive resistance. That is with the body armor of Electric Henry, which is 10% status effects, 20% shock resistance, and 10% SMG damage. It's full road for weapon handling and headshot damage. It's got a gear mod slot that I need to fill there. Talent is Perfect Companion. When you're within 10 meters of any ally or skill, total weapon damage is increased by 20%. And the holster got full road skill health or skill haste and health that I need to work on. That is coupled with the Crusader ballistic shield and the shock trap. Here I have the Cavalier gunner, which is built on the gunner specialization with the St. Elmo's engine. And I have the MG5. It's full road LMG damage, damage to targets out of cover, and health damage with the talent of Breadbasket. Landing body shots adds a stack of bonus 35% headshot damage to the next headshot for 10 seconds. Max stack is 3. It has the four piece of Cavalier, the backpack. Backpack has a full road armor. It also has repair skills and critical hit damage. With safe charging, charging gives 10% protection per second. That's 4 piece. I've got the backpack, gloves, full road armor and critical hit damage, the knee pads, full road armor and weapon handling, the body armor. This is a Cavalier chest rig. It's got full road armor and repair skills with the critical hit chance, the talent of overcharging, increases charging max incoming damage protection to 70%. That is with 1 piece of electric mask, has skill haste, critical hit damage, and armor on kill. Gives 10% status effects. It's with the Shocker Punch holster. It has armor, explosive resistance, and hazard protection. The talent is Defibrillator. While Shocker Punch is equipped, the stun received by the agent from the Shocker Punch effect will be reduced by 50%. Using a shield will give 100% to melee damage. Using St. Elmo's engine with the holster will give 100% extra melee damage and will make the next melee attack to apply shock to the target. Using all 3 items will offer all of the above mentioned bonuses, and the shock from the melee attack will have a 5-meter radius starting from the first target with a 15 seconds cooldown. And that is with the shock trap and the Banshee pulse. Here I have the Cowboy. This is going to go with my Cowboy build. I've got it on the 50 cal specialization. I have the double barrel shotgun, puts out 1.4 total damage. Has shotgun damage, damage to armor, and headshot damage. The talent is the Optimist. Weapon damage is increased by 3% for every 10% ammo missing from the magazine. That is coupled with the 1886, which is full rolled weapon damage, has critical hit damage and headshot damage. The talent is determined after killing an enemy with a headshot. The next shot landed on any enemy will be a guaranteed headshot. With that, I have the 4-piece of Hunter's Fury. Shotgun damage, SMG damage, armor on kill, and health on kill with the Apex Predator. Got full rolled weapon damage with health and headshot damage. Got the backpack, which has the talent of overwhelming force, increases the radius of disorient on Apex Predator, kills from 5 meters to 10 meters. I've got the gloves. Let's see, weapon damage and full road. No, not quite full road. Armor regen. Got the knee pads. Full road weapon damage and critical hit chance. With the 1-piece of Walker Harris Ranger Ballistics Vest, gives 5% weapon damage. It's full rolled weapon damage, explosive resistance, skill damage, and critical hit chance with the talent of Headhunter. After killing an enemy with a headshot, your next weapon hit within 30 seconds deals an additional 125% of that killing blow's damage. Damage is capped at 800% of your weapon damage. This is raised to 1250% if your headshot damage is greater than 150%. Well, that's quite a hit. And I've also got that on my Cowboy build. And that is with, that is my Cowboy build, excuse me. Yeah, this is my Cowboy build. That is also coupled with the Dodge City Gunslinger's holster, which is weapon damage, full road weapon damage, and I've got weapon handling and headshot damage. The talent is quick draw. While your pistol is holstered, gains a stacking buff every 3 seconds up to 100. When you swap to it, your first shot consumes the buff and deals 10% damage per stack. This deals headshot damage to anywhere you hit. And with that, I'm using the Liberty pistol. Liberty pistol is almost full road pistol damage and damage to targets out of cover. The talent is Liberty or Death. Hits grant 2% weapon damage, stacks up to 30 times. Headshots consume all stacks, repairing your shield for 3% per stack. And yes, I am using the shield, the Bulwark ballistic shield, and with that I'm using the holographic distraction decoy. And I've got a surprise build that I was waiting till last. Let's just say that real quickly. I'm going to go over to apparel. Equip my Stinger Hunter. And yes, this is a hunter build. Saving this for last. This is my hunter build on a gunner specialization. I've got the Vector SBR 45 ACP. It's full rolled for SMG damage, critical hit damage, and damage to targets out of cover. The talent is measured. The top half of the magazine has 20% of rate of fire minus, it takes away 30% weapon damage. The bottom half of the magazine has minus 20% rate of fire and 30% total weapon damage. Oversized magazine gives an extra 20 rounds, 5% critical hit chance, and plus 10% accuracy. That is also with the Scorpio. Scorpio's a shotgun. There's a shotgun damage, damage to armor, and critical hit chance. The talent is Septic Shock. Shooting a target applies stacks of venom, which lasts for 10 seconds. Increasing stacks adds more severe debuffs to the target. 1, poison. 3, disorient. 6, shock. And 7, the target takes an additional 20% damage from all sources, plus, and stacks no longer increase. Duration of status effects is based on percentage of pellets hit on the applying shot. I've got the, let's see, what have I got here? Yeah, the Memento backpack. It's full rolled weapon damage and pulse resistance with armor. And the talent is kills confirmed. Enemies you kill drop a trophy on death. Collecting trophies provides both a short and long-term buff, the first of which scales with the number of core attributes equipped and lasts for 10 seconds. It gives 5% weapon damage, 10% bonus armor, and 5% skill efficiency. For every trophy collected, gain an additional 1% weapon damage, 1% skill efficiency, and 0.1% armor regen for 300 seconds. Maximum of 30 stacks. I've got a 4-piece Hunter's Fury. Got the mask. 15% shotgun damage, 15% SMG damage, 20% armor on kill, 100% health on kill with the Apex Predator. It's got weapon damage, health, and shock resistance. Got the gloves. Weapon damage and armor regen. Got the knee pads. Weapon damage and critical hit chance. Got the holster. Weapon damage and critical hit chance. And got the 1 piece of Sokolov Concern. Gives 10% SMG damage with full road weapon damage and critical hit damage. with also the attributes of headshot damage and critical hit damage. The talent is Intimidate. While you have bonus armor, give 1 stack each second up to a max of 7. Each stack increases weapon damage by 5% to enemies within 10 meters. All stacks are lost when you have no bonus armor. That, my friends, is my hunter build with the Stinger Hive and the Banshee Pulse. And there you have a breakdown of all of my builds. Now let's do a little demonstration of this hunter build. I'll give y'all a rundown on it. Let's see here. Hopefully I've got them. Hopefully I've got each presentation of each build down where I can get them into shorts. Okay, we're going to come out here and go after this resource convoy here. Fast travel to here. Classified assignments. I've still got to do the classified assignments. I will eventually. Okay, there's not a way for me to do that. Too bad I couldn't get up there.
detected.
Come on. Come on.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Come on, come on. Come on, you know you want to come get some. There you go. Come on. Yeah, you like that. There you go.
What the hell is going on?
There, let's see what we picked up here. Some knee pads. No. Okay, well, there you have it. My hunter build.